Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
To begin, could you please introduce yourself, tell us about your academic background, and briefly describe the courses or the course you're teaching here at Uniandes?
Thank you so much. My name is Mumbi Wachira. I'm a member of faculty at Strathmore University Business School. We are based in Nairobi, which is the capital of Kenya. My background really is at the intersection of accounting practice and how it shapes how businesses provide their report on how they impact society and the environment. I'm very interested especially in how African companies navigate sustainability reporting and ESG reporting. At Uniandes, I'm very privileged to be teaching the ESG and Sustainable Finance for Development course here this year.
Excellent, thank you. What would you like to highlight from your teaching experience at Uniandes?
Oh, there's a lot to highlight. First and foremost, I think it's been such a pleasure meeting other colleagues from Uniandes and listening to all the diverse experiences they have, some of which, like yourself, have been participating and helping me to co-facilitate the classes. I also have benefited from learning from the students. They have also different experiences. Some of them are really at advanced stages of work. Others are just thinking about what career paths to take. And I've been learning also a lot about the Colombian business landscape from them.
Excellent. So I participated in one of your classes, and it was extremely, I could really tell that the students were really interested in the teaching cases that you were covering.
Thank you.
From other parts of the world,
Yes.
Asia, Africa.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a very valuable experience for our students. What is the most valuable lesson that you have learned from Uniandes students, if any come to mind?
Yeah, I think just building on that last point, I think I've realized how the students really want to do well here. It's also an observation I made last year when I also had the opportunity to be here, that they really strive to deliver really good work, really good presentations. They are careful also and quite, I would say, giving detail-oriented answers to the questions that I'm posing. So that also, I think, just speaks to the kind of culture and expectations that Uniandes has of its students. I think as I've also really learned about different Colombian companies here, the challenges they face, as well as the financial system and the instrument that a lot of the banks here have to advance sustainability. It's been quite fascinating to see how advanced it is, especially in comparison with some of the markets in sub-Saharan Africa.
Excellent. So it's interesting to hear that. I was I came to Nairobi
Yes.
last year.
Yes.
We met there
Yes.
briefly at your school, which I was extremely impressed by the facilities and the faculty.
Thank you.
But also about the economic landscape in Nairobi and
Yes.
Kenya overall.
Yes, indeed.
So it's interesting to see how you find there might be certain sectors that are more advanced here,
Yes.
but I'm sure there are many others that are more advanced, like infrastructure.
Yes.
And Kenya is actually quite impressive.
Yes, thank you.
Excellent. Was there something you discovered about Colombia, Bogota, that you didn't expect?
So I found this question interesting because one of the things I've been saying so much is how it seems when you're in Bogota, and I think it's Colombia, that you will encounter the unexpected, right? So what you see is not always what you think it will be like actually when you actually experience it fully. And I'll give an example. So I went to a very interesting exhibition, an art exhibition, which is in a church, actually in a chapel. Very beautiful paintings done of a religious procession, but this is placed inside a chapel. And being Catholic also, that is not something I've ever experienced. An art exhibition in church, almost unheard of. I've experienced it the first time this year. So yes, I think Bogota is in many ways, and Colombia really, a place where you will always encounter the unexpected.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you, Mumbi.
Yeah.
What is the main difference between teaching at Uniandes and at your school?
Yeah.
You might have pointed at some
Yes.
certain areas, but
Yes. It's been interesting. I think there are two things that really come to mind. One is the combination of the undergraduate and the graduate students in the same class. I found that to be very valuable, especially for the undergraduate students, many of whom are at the cusp of finalizing their course. In fact, this course for some of them is their last course. Mm-hmm. And when they hear about the experiences now of the graduate students, some who are working in law firms or in energy companies, for example, they then start to connect and to start to see themselves in these roles and to start envisioning what their professional pathways would be. Another one which I really think is very valuable and something which I will also encourage in my institution is the different fields and disciplines that the students are coming from. So it is rare that I am in a class of lawyers, engineers, people in business management. Most of us tend to have quite homogeneous backgrounds in management studies. But now sustainability actually, as its own field, also requires multidisciplinarity, transdisciplinarity. And I think when you combine these classes in this way, then you're actually able to get to achieve this objective. So that is something which was my observation last time. I have only confirmed it, and it makes my belief in this combination even that much more stronger this year.
Yeah, it is, of course, having a more diverse class.
Yes.
It's more enriching for everybody, but it's also a challenge sometimes.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, I think even just to reflect on that, because, yes, you will find sometimes that someone with a natural science background, maybe in chemistry or industrial engineering, and then now you're teaching, about different financial instruments. So there needs to be that kind of connection and intentionality in even how we teach and how we begin the discussion. So that has also made me also rethink a lot about how we relay information and some of the assumptions I have because of having a management background.
Yeah, excellent. So to end the interview, I'm thinking about your areas of expertise and the work happening at Uniandes. Are there any potential areas for future collaborations that come to mind?
Yeah, thank you. Yes, I think that, even me being here has come out of a collaboration, right, with colleagues from Uniandes and Strathmore working together on research. And I think that is something which I found very valuable and useful. I think also there's more that can happen, also additional research streams. I think I've had a lot of colleagues who are working on supply chain. Yourself, you're working on environmental economics. And there's a lot of parallels also with our university in terms of research, but also teaching, right? And co-supervision, and even just faculty and student exchanges. I think in the future, in years to come, we'll definitely see, I think, a lot more movement between countries. So far, we keep talking about the importance of partnership, collaboration. We tend to do a lot of north-south or south-north. But south-south also, I think, is very interesting and beneficial and relevant for students and staff because the contexts are quite similar.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, and I'm an advocate of this South collaborations, and there is so much that we can learn from each other.
Yes.
So thank you very much, and
thank you.
Hope you enjoyed the rest of your stay at Uniandes and Bogota.
Thank you. I definitely will. Thank you so much.